a new tutorial about a product that just came in the market called Flexabeths. This is a great option for those who need lettering and can make other tools work properly for themselves. The first thing you want to do is knead the gum paste really well and then roll it. I will be using gum paste, and I have a recipe for Tylose gum paste that you can find in my website. All the links will be posted below. Since I am doing a standing frame, I want this piece of gum paste to be thick. So don't roll it too thin. I would say probably around 1/4 of an inch or maybe a little bit more. This cookie cutter is from Wilton and it comes in a collection of cutters, but it's a great frame. You want to make sure it cuts well, and you want to make sure that all the edges are clean. So once you cut it, pass your finger all around the edge and make sure everything is nice and neat. Once you smooth your edge, you can take your fondant smoother and smooth the top of it. Since I am using this mold, I want to make sure that this is gonna fit my frame. As you can see, it doesn't. So this is a very nice trick that I do for cutters, even flower cutters. You can stretch them. So take your rolling pin and just slightly stretch it until it fits your frame. You can use your fondant smoother to square back the sides if it's necessary. I am adding some teal to my gum paste and kneading it well. Make sure to knead until all the color is mixed and you don't see a marble effect. So keep kneading well. Now you're ready to roll your gum paste. Make sure to roll this time the gum paste very thin. If you use a pasta machine, you want to roll it to a size 3. You can see in here how thin it is. I like to work with very little cornstarch, so I usually take a very small amount of vegetable shortening and just make sure to cover the whole mold well. But if you prefer to work with cornstarch, just make sure to do a light dust on it. Place the gum paste on top of the mold. The neat part about this mold is that it has a sharp edge that it's soft enough but strong enough that will cut the gum paste. You want to press well with your hands first, and then with the rolling pin, you want to go through all the edges, making sure it cuts well. Then with your finger, you want to go all around the lettering, making sure that everything is nice and clean. Before you take the excess gum paste away, I take some gum glue and brush it very well everywhere. This prevents the glue getting all over the mold, and that way you can use the mold to attach the letters to your cake. Once you've done that, you want to take all the insides of the letters out. I'm using a needle tool. This is a really neat tool. The needle tool is a must-have for me. Now that you've done this, you want to stretch the silicone. This will help the letters detach from the silicone. So stretch it everywhere as much as you can. And when you see that the letters are kind of loose, you can actually flip it and attach it to your mold or cake or wherever you want. It is suggested to let the gum paste dry a little bit before using the Flexabeths. I didn't let it dry and it still worked properly. You can see the letters are coming out. Some of them have slightly areas where they stick, but you can see with a palette knife how easy they just come out and stay where they go. If you want to place the frame directly on a cake, I would suggest to make the frame thinner. I will be using this one as a standing frame, so I want it to be thick so it's stronger. I will be using skewers to make sure it stands properly in its place. I use the pointed side of the skewer to make a hole wherever I want to place the skewer, and I usually use 2 of them for more stability. Once I have the hole, I put some gum glue, or you can use some heat to make sure that the wood attaches to the gum paste. If you use the heat option, make sure not to go too close to the top of your frame so it doesn't show the dark part of the wood. If you want some added strength to the back, you can add some stripes of gum paste and just attach them with gum glue. Let this dry fully, at least for a couple of days, to make sure it's strong enough, and then you can place on top of your cake. You can put flowers, you can decorate it with bow. The options are so many. If you want to learn how to make bows, check my tutorial on how to make bows. I will post the link below. And also don't forget that Flexabeths come in different types of lettering, and you can check them all out at their website. All the links are posted below in the comment box. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Visit me in Facebook and Instagram. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Until next time, ta-ta!